Here we have a quick video pertaining to air conditioning and using a mist kit. And I've been doing that for about 3 or 4 years because it was popping the breaker at 18 amps. And when I put the mist on, it was down to 14, which is what it's designed to do. So opening it up, after 3 to 4 years, you can see there is calcium deposits. And this was actually really bad. There was just stuff all over it because this one blows outward, where others would blow in. And I thought it was strange to blow in and blow on your electronics hot air, but honestly that gives you a cleanable surface. And these ones that blow from the inside out just get dirty as heck, and there's nothing you can do but pull them apart, and it's a big job and it's messy and not fun. So if you are doing misting, just know that there's possibility of calcium buildup. Also, your bearings can start to whine, but from what I hear, that happens anyway. These have a limited life of about 40,000 hours. And what I'm doing is replacing it with these hybrid ceramics, where you would pay $5 for this, which is a steel ball bearing. The hybrid ceramic is $28, but it has ceramic balls that are up to 3 times life. Some people say 1.5, others will say 3 times life. Anyway, if I'm getting in here, I would like to have good bearings. But those are the drawbacks to misting. And I have a very pro misting video that you can watch. I'll put a link in the description. And it had worked excellent for a number of years. But there was just a mat of crap in here. And I think that would have happened either way, because you're getting all of those things that come off the trees, like the silky cotton things that are like seeds, and you have bugs, and you have just about everything possible will get into there. Anything in the air, this thing filters, and you have no way to clean it because it's from the inside out. So this is a Frigidaire 15,000 BTU, and it's 12 amps, and that's my experience with this model. Now other models may suck the air in, like I was saying, so you have a cleanable surface. This one I did not. So if you are misting, just know that there is some, this is where I was misting from right here, and I was actually almost just spraying water right into it. And I was getting really high efficiency. But the drawback is extra corrosion. I'm down a set of bearings, but these had about 5 years on them, and then I put 4 years of water misting, so these have like 8 or 9 years on them. It's got a lot of time, and all summer long. So to get this off, the calcium, what would you do normally is use calcium, lime, and rust remover. And I'm using the bleach because I had a little bit of mildew in here. So I'm bleaching that out of the foam. And you can see right here, if when I put this on, that it bubbles up. It's almost like acid for it. I don't know if that's lye, I don't know. I'm not lying. But you can see it's going to melt that right off. And then I did use a wire brush, and it started to pull some of this off. So I did get the calcium off in those areas because it was lighter, but I also lost a couple fins. So a lot of people would say just throw it away and buy a new one, and I'm with you on that a little bit, but these are $500, and I really like to have things work for me to death. Like I'd be the type of person, if I had a sled dog, I would take him to the vet so he can work for another 2 years. That's just the way I am, because he'd probably be happy to do it. So I'm putting ceramic bearings in here. It's going to cost me $60. And I'm going to clean this up, and we're going to get all of the fans looking brand new and put back. And the fan was so caked, it was unreal. And I don't have a real dirty house. And I had the filter on it. And even still, it was just compacted with just things in the air that ended up probably blocking it 2/3. So I was at like just unreally needing to clean this. And I think this is after 8 years. So I think if you divided that into a quarter, it would still need to be cleaned at about 2 years, because it's severely hindering it. Everything. These almost need to be taken apart that often. Or replaced. But that's a lot of Freon to go out there. That's a lot of manufacturing to just dump. That's a lot of potential to just turn off when you go in there and take out what needs to be taken out, which is this calcium buildup, any kind of dirt, any kind of mildew, You could paint it with paint, anything that has mildew, like the foam. If there's a, you could bleach it, put the mildew side in a paint, a very strong mildew side, and then paint that in there, and that would keep that from happening again. And then you have a better condition than ever, better air conditioner than ever with hybrid ceramic bearings working like the day it was made. Until your pump gives out. As soon as your compressor gives out, you're not doing so well. But I just have a little surface rust and some calcium on mine. Probably more surface rust than I would have had otherwise. But that's the end of this video. So I hope to help you. Always remember you can shop at my eBay store, GB Hatchery. I sell all kinds of used items on eBay. I'll leave a link in the description. If you're misting your air conditioner, just know that there could be drawbacks on wear and buildup of calcium. But when it's the only option to get it to run without popping the breaker because you have it on a hot roof that's 95 degrees and you need to lower it to 80 for it to have anything, then it is what it is. And if you can recycle the same water, have it go in there and then drip down into something and then re-go again, then that's pretty good, because you're going to get a limited amount of calcium because you're reusing the same water. And then when you do that, it's going to be like the water from a dehumidifier. It's going to limit the amount of calcium. When you're spraying fresh water on it all the time, you're more likely to get more calcium. Our I think it's called a TDS or whatever. The total dissolved solids is about 400. We have very soft water. So if you have red water, if you have 1,000 TDS and you have rust and all that, I definitely would not use that water. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.